We are live from the U.S. Airways Center for a Western Conference contest featuring the Suns here in Phoenix. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg. Markieff Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green are the forward side. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And, Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard. He's knocking down shots from 20 feet like they were layups.
The pass to Green. There's a good screen. Barnes dishes to Green. Back to Barnes. Green, the screen. It's hauled in by the Suns. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle. It's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. And he starts out with the miss in this one. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
He's been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Here's Spates. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've got every loose ball.
Knight against Curry. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Knight.
Good
Freak's
pass.
got 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we come to expect from him.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one.
Good job, Phoenix. All right.
And so here is Golden State trailing by 4. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled
Good
up
cut.
and ready to go. Here's
Good
the
cut.
Keith. Looking who they've got on the floor. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the 5.
Yeah, I'm 2 guards, so I got to really guard play.
Iguodala outside.
I got to play the games to actually get.
Puts it up from 12.
What a time.
That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Curry.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Freak kicks to Chandler.
Hey, good stuff, Tyson.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Kicks to Barnes. Pass to Thompson. Chandler with the block. And they get it back. And Bogut slams it in. The Suns shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bledsoe passes to Freak. He kicks it to Chandler.
Oh, no, Tyson.
Iguodala with the steal. Stephen Curry again. And this game is tied up now.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it.
Hey.
Excellent execution. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Thompson dishes to Barnes, and there's the feed to Curry. Iguodala right side. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And Tucker kicks to Morris. From the baseline. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Barnes can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Morris kicks to Freak. The shot is off. Curry with some nice D.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Chandler is screen.
Move the ball.
Morris left
Stick it
side.
too much.
With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Suns. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, you learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
The Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Bledsoe passes to Freak. Bledsoe against Thompson. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And Morris drops them both.
Talk about great numbers for Morris. He's got 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Now the dish to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Curry can't get it to go.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. There's the triple. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Barnes.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Chandler. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Nobody near Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. Suns leading by 3. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Here's Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Morris has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Barnes screen on Bledsoe. Off the screen. Here's Thompson, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Thompson's got 9. The Suns have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Morris passes to Bledsoe. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. Pass to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Iguodala kicks to Curry. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. Oh, an illegal screen there.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Suns on top, up by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tyson, coming off the loss in the last game, it seems like you guys are playing with a renewed intensity here tonight. What's been the difference?
Oh, we just...
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For the lead, and he lays it up and in. 9 points for Freak.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Iguodala, right side. It's blocked, and the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Knight in the corner. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist here tonight. Warriors trail by 4.
Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bledsoe against Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Thompson. From 20 feet out. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Green. They set the screen, and they call an illegal screen here. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. 5th on the list, Freak.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's always looking for the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over in the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
Chandler dishes to Freak. It's Knight with the drive. It's stolen by Bogut. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Thompson right side for the tie. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side, Knight. He feeds it to Freak. The shot is off. Great D that time from Iguodala. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Bledsoe against Curry. Chandler kicks to Knight. Here's Freak. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. stands here now for a three-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Chandler. John Lure comes in for Morris, and it's Booker in for Eric Bledsoe. Green with a screen on Knight. Livingston kicks to Green. Can't make good off the screen.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Feeds to Freak. Trying to get open is Len, and it's Freak missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Barbosa, and the shot falls short this time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And stolen by Spates. Now the Warriors moving it up. Barbosa's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Livingston, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Suns leading. Outside Knight, floats one up, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Good substitution here for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. Morris comes in for Lure. Freak's checked in for Booker. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Knight. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Freak is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bledsoe against Curry. Clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
Bledsoe passes to Chandler. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Chandler. And it's now 22 points for Markieff Morris. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from three-point range.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams. It's been a strong game for Freak. He's got 14 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. He dishes it to Bogut. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Phoenix leading by 22. Passes it to Tucker. Suns moving the ball around. They set the pick. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Curry dishes to Green. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. The pass to Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Up top, Bledsoe, guarded by Kirk. To the left side wing, Tucker hits it from three-point range.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
You need to calm down. You're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Bogut. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Nice D from Bogut. Warriors shooting 40% from the field. Curry passes to Thompson. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Bledsoe dishes to Freak, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
Morris is checked in for the Suns. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Warren. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. They set the pick. Thompson for the triple. Rebound by the Suns. Tucker's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West.
For the Suns, Lewis checked in for Chandler. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Golden State, Spates comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Andre Iguodala. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So Knight will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates, catching up on the changes for Golden State. McAdoo is checked in for Spates. Looney comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Phoenix also making a switch. Len's checked in. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
Freak sets a screen for Knight. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off from deep. It's hauled in by Bogut. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Outside Knight. From the wing, and he connects with the jumper.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
To the left wing. So it's the Suns winning easily here.